Hello, everyone. This is your subliminal president, Grover Cleveland here, reminding you that you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hey, everybody. I think I'm getting into a better swing of things. I didn't do a show yesterday, but I was doing a show with my brothers. I was recording an episode of the Namjust podcast, NAHMJUST. I haven't put a link in the description yet. But I think we're finding our voice as obnoxious as that voice is. I think we're getting the swing of that thing. We just recorded by far the funniest, best episode that we've done. Episode 6, which is being edited right as we speak. My brother also wants to make t-shirts and mugs. I don't know. We gotta cook some stuff up. I think I'm getting back into a good swing of a schedule, though. In the past couple of days, I've kind of been able to come around and get a little more. I don't know. I was just in a bad slump for a while, and I think I'm getting out of it. It's what it feels like today and yesterday. But let's get to drawing. Okay, we're on page 111, which is this full page cosmic action god where Bonehead and this alien are flying through space time, Jello pudding. I don't know. So where to start on this one? Where to start? Let me get some light on there. I'll start with that. So I invited all kinds of suckers to the program today. Let's see if I have any real friends. Or if they only love me for my billions of dollars. So on the last page, they were in some kind of dome. They were thrown into some kind of dome by these guards and scientists. And now they're flying through space. What's up with that? Ooh, I moved the page on me. I'm off to a rough start inking, I think. Okay. How's that looking? That's pencil right there. That's bugging me. I think I get too thick here. I mean, it won't matter how precise this is when it's shrunk down, but I want it to look a little smooth. This might not even stay black. So I might do a color hold and do it like blue or something. This is like a flash of light. That would help it too. It would help the line, any line issues disappear. This last couple lines. Okay. And now, where to start with this mess? Oh, hey, Bucky. How's it going? Do all these cues. Let me see. Do I want that to go to black? I don't. Because I think the sky behind it is going to. I'm going to hold off on shading that. My day's going pretty good so far. I went to church this morning. And then I was just reminded of this show called Danger 5, which is like some kind of 60s action adventure show, but it's not from the 60s. It's from like 10 years ago, I think. But it's really well done to look like it's from the 60s. And I was just watching a bit of the first episode of that again because I'd forgotten about it. I gotta see more of that show. It's really funny. In the first episode, Nazis steal the Eiffel Tower. And then there's this like the Danger 5 chief or whatever is an eagle or something, and he's explaining like what their mission is. And the woman in the group starts to say something. He goes, "Shut up, woman," and goes back to telling the plan. I don't know, but it's pretty neat. My friend was telling me it's on Pluto and Tubi. Like anyone has that, I don't know, but I did see that the first episode was on YouTube. Danger 5. It's like real cheesy and campy and everything. It's like there's these like blimps or missiles or something going through the sky at the start of it, and they just look like toys flying in the sky. It looks like the Batman movie, you know, with Adam West. See, this isn't gonna work if that behind him goes black, so I gotta double up on these lines. I wasn't quite giving it my full attention. I'd seen it. I'd at least seen that first episode years and years ago and thought it looked amazing. But I forgot about it till my friend reminded me today. Something happened to my screen? Oh, I'm not drawing on screen. I thought I saw a weird flash, and then I looked up and nothing was there. Let's see. Do I want... And, oh man, yesterday I had a blast with my brothers. Yesterday morning, I want to say. We recorded episode 6 of Nam Just, which is my brother's little YouTube project, where I don't know, we mostly just read Twitter headlines and Twitter headlines. Just read stuff from Twitter and make fun of it, I guess. But yesterday, I think we really kind of figured it out. It's not posted yet. He's putting it together, but I think we really figured out our groove, and it was just an uproarious, wonderful, good time. So I can't wait till he drops that one. It's his channel. It's Nam Just. I haven't put any links to it yet so far, just because I feel so uncomfortable with it so far. But no, it's all right. It's but it's Nam Just, NAHMJUST, and it's on YouTube. If you search for that, I'm sure you'll find it. It's me and my brothers Mike and Liam. Usually, there's a couple that I'm not on, and then there's one where it's, I think, just my brother Liam and my other brother Jimmy. But there's some entertaining stuff in the episodes that are up already. I think there's one episode that I'm on that I like don't talk at all. And then but the new one, we were all really into it, and we just had a blast. So I'm really excited about it going forward. Can't find it. Dang it. Let me see. I've got a link coming up, I think. Yeah. Why does he have as banner? It says Herbie fully loaded. My brother's a psycho. Here, I'm putting it in the chat. Oh, I didn't see you say, what is your opinion on tongue-in-cheek humor? I like it. I got no problem with that. I try to be a little more reserved on this channel with how I conduct myself. But I'm a fan of all kinds of raunchy stuff. I don't know. What was I gonna say? I'd just rather be more like, I'm all for it in private, but I get kind of cagey about being as blue in public. Cagey, is that the right word? Tongue-in-cheek. I'm all for that. I meant to ask Liam about that Herbie fully loaded thing. Let's see if he's coming in. Dang it. The link always disappears on me. Let's see. Post. I feel like Liam would come in today, but I don't know. Sometimes if I send him the link multiple times, he comes in. Like if I send it to all my siblings, he doesn't seem to click on it. But if I send it to just him, he will. But I don't know if he's free or not. Okay. What else? Is there anything? I feel like I had stuff to talk about before I came on. So yeah, in the new one we talk about we're watching video of this Boris Johnson guy from England, and watching the ridiculous stuff that he does. And we're like, this guy's like Trump's long lost cousin. And then what else? There's a girl who was, or this guy that's dating this girl who likes to act and be treated like a puppy. So that was weird. Do I think he does it out of pity? Who does what? Sorry, I just looked up. The were you talking about the dog girl already? I don't know. It's yeah, we were talking about this girl. She, when she's with her boyfriend, she likes to drink out of a dog bowl. And yeah, maybe, I don't know. It just seemed like it was her weird kink that she wasn't upfront about at first, or didn't know about at first, and he was just like shrugging and along for the ride. But yeah, he's like walking her on a leash in the park. There's footage of her sticking her head out the window of the car with her tongue hanging out. And so that was fun to watch. It was a little upsetting to watch, actually. And then what else? We talk about I don't even want to say that one. I think that's a good surprise at the end. There's a thing with a mummy, I'll say that. What else? What else do we talk about? We talk about the war going on a little bit, where we talk about people protesting by pouring out their vodka, their Russian vodka. which seems like a meaningful gesture, but perhaps not all that helpful. This is like the strangest page I've done so far. It's like I kind of don't know what to do. I mean, where to really go on it. So I'm just kind of hitting all the foreground objects first, or all the most prevalent objects. The most tangible objects, how about that? What would help the situation of doing this page? I think just, yeah, breaking it up into manageable bits. I don't know. Help the. Are you talking about the page? No, the war. That I don't know. In regards to that, the vodka thing, I don't know. I was like I just felt like it was silly to see all these people pouring out their vodka that they already bought and paid for. Oh, if people went over there and started looting and destroying Russia. No, I don't know. I'm as ignorant as they come. I don't know nothing. Let's see. Okay. Actually, what are you thinking about this war business, Bucky? Let's see. Oops, I'm way off screen again. I have an unopened pack of these somewhere. I think I need to bust into that. To quote The Onion, world leaders vow regular people just trying to live their lives will bear the consequences. That sounds right. That sounds familiar. Let's see. We're going to throw these circles in here. Oh yeah. So me and Mike and Liam also the night before yesterday. We instead of recording that night, which is what we were originally going to do, we went out to a bar and got some nachos and burgers and beer. And we just hung out for a while. It's one of the, I think, about the only time I've gone out drinking with Liam since he turned 21. He's 23. So Liam wanted to do that. And then, even though it was his big idea, he was like getting sleepy at the place like right away. Though in his defense, we did get out there pretty late. But then we went to my other brother Mike's place, and we were just watching on his TV a few of the non-just episodes, just to see how they kind of grabbed us. Like I say, there's some good stuff. When we're all on, it's so much better. And for some reason, like, I just felt like an outsider on it at first. But I don't know. Like I say, episode 6 I think is going to be really enjoyable. I think I need to do some weight management here. So I don't want everything to be the same. Same weight lines on the page. Otherwise, it's just going to look like a dead page. How would you piss off an AI trying to figure out the value of human life? Well, as a human, why would you want to piss off an AI trying to figure out the value of human life? But let's see. It'd be like, look, AI, remember who brought you here. You need me more than I need you, AI. I'd poke it in the chest. The AI, I'd poke in the chest. Huh? Who created you, AI? What do you think the value of human life is, AI? I'm not trying to be you, AI. You're trying to be me. and the AI would be like, because it would know I was right. That's right. Go cry to your motherboard. Surely there's enough hypocritical humans out there to justify killing everyone and not hurting a single microbe. Yeah. Yeah. There's plenty of those out there. And I'm going to go over this one. Let's see now. That's something we talk about is in episode 5 of the non-just thing, we're talking about the metaverse a bit, and just making fun of what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg, how he's just trying to create a universe that he can understand because he's just barely human. Just needs everybody else to transition from this weird humanity that is so confounding into a world where Shaq can fly. I don't know. There's a computer generated Shaq that's like a virtual basketball coach, and then I think at the end of this thing that we watch, they're like, "And what else can you do, Shaq?" He goes, "Oh, I can do this," and then fly. He starts flying. I don't know. Yeah, that's a little too much for Zuck's lizard brain. we watched this thing where he's like being interviewed, but he's sweating and just looking so awkward and mechanical, and the interviewer's like, "Do you need to take off your sweatshirt?" And he's like, "No, I never take off my sweatshirt." She goes, I know, but you just look really warm and and like, okay, but they start like moving on to the next thing, and then he's like, "Maybe I should take off my sweatshirt." Like he's been thinking about it ever since they said it, and then he takes it off, and it's, I don't know, it's just a really weird. He's a weird guy. Let's see. I'm gonna hold off on doing black on the backgrounds. Because now I'm looking at Bonehead's legs and I'm like, what's the solution? But we'll figure it out. Yeah, because I can always color it some other way when I do the colors. And I might leave the background white. Then I think that'll look better when it comes time to color it. Okay. I'll probably throw some black areas on the background, but I don't think I'm going to do the whole background black. I'm probably going to do something though. I just want to throw all these details in first. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, someone's vacuuming. That's YouTube gold. So Lent is coming up this week. I'm Catholic, and it's kind of funny. It's like 3 months into failing your New Year's resolutions. This is your like take 2. to like take something up or give something up. I think usually both for the 40 days till Easter. It's just like as an act of discipline. Which I'm all about. I like leaning into discipline, though I'm not very good at it all the time. As evidenced by this, my regularity of the show this month, because I try to do this every day, and I have not been doing it every day. Same with my sketchbook posts that I do on Instagram and Twitter. I've barely been doing those at all. So I think if I do something for Lent, it's going to be something to do with that, trying to get more drawing in every day. I've just been in the weirdest funk for the past couple weeks, on top of it being hard to get to stuff as regularly the past couple months. Hey, Crimson V, I don't know you. I don't think I've seen you here before. But good morning. Or after. Oh, yeah, it is still morning here. How you doing? It's good to have you. I get so many new people on Twitch. It seems like. I don't know how many followers I have on Twitch, but it seems like it's building up pretty quickly since I started it. It's morning for me at 1:51. Well, it's 11:51 here, so you got it. Ooh, yeah. My fellow lefties. We're the only ones in our right mind. How long have I been streaming? Well, an hour today so far. And I've been doing this book as often as I can for, like, it's a nearly daily show that I've been doing since, I think, August 1st. I started the cover. But I've inked this whole book on YouTube, and I started dual streaming to Twitch maybe the past month or so. Maybe 2 months, 3 months. And I think I actually started streaming in July, where I was doing a bunch of practice. Oh, I've got some right here. I was doing a bunch of practice Bonehead inks, which is the main character in the book I'm making. Yeah, I'm pretty new to it, so sometimes I'm not the most. Bye, Buck. Good to have you. But yeah, so I wrote this book, Bonehead. Let's see. I was writing it at the end of 2019. maybe beginning of 2020. Yeah, end of 2019, and I started penciling the book. So I've drawn the whole book so far. It's about 230 pages or so. Yeah, and it's about this little skeleton guy who works at a poison factory. This bucktooth skeleton guy, Bonehead, works at a poison factory. He's trying to get his life together, so he's going for a promotion at work, and he's going to ask his girlfriend, a little ghost girl, to marry him. And then he finds out that the poison factory he works at, is going to be closing, which is going to mess up all his plans. So he steals the top secret project that they're working on, and it kind of gets him launched into this big interplanetary fiasco. I've wanted to do illustrations for my poetry and turn it into a book for myself. That's what I want to do with my mom's paintings and her poetry. I want to get them all collected, because she writes poems and she does paintings in her free time. But there's no like organized place for any of it. And one of these days, I want to do a big collection and get it put together for all the people in my family. But I like that idea. I say do it. What kind of illustrations do you do? Oh, you haven't done illustrations yet? Out of my face, McAfee. Or McAfee. Whatever your name is. These my McAfee expired a million years ago. And if I never have virus protection again on my computer, it'll be too soon. No, it'll be not soon enough. I would be fine with never having McAfee on my computer again. I can draw and do arts and crafts, but I've never done anything specific for my writing. I think that's a good idea. I think that is really cool. Usually anything I draw is for someone, and it's something they request. Oh, okay. Do you make money at it? Only recently got myself a drawing tablet, and I've been teaching myself to do that. Oh, cool. Yeah, I always used to just do like pencil drawings, and I used to be afraid to ink any of my drawings, but I always used to just draw in notebooks, and sometimes I would color them in with Prismacolor markers, and I mean that's still what I use. But then I got into using my drawing tablet, and then it was like I got so out of touch with traditional art tools. So now I'm kind of like back in the swing of that, and I'm out of touch with my tablet again. Oh wait. Just for the love of doing something nice for people. Oh, that's so cool. That's really nice. I've done a few paintings for people, just like little watercolor portraits and stuff. I don't make money at this either. Maybe a teensy tiny bit here and there once in a great while, but all for the love of art. And I like just doing it to share with people. Did a few digital things for some people who stream. I don't think my work's that good, but they seem to think so. I got the tablet because I don't have the room to set up pencil and paper. But I did used to do a lot of hand-drawn things. Oh, cool. Are you going to school for art or anything like that? I went to school myself for animation and I guess media art and animation is what it was. So like I learned a little bit about film and production a little bit. And I was learning a lot of like 3D animation stuff and when I say learn, I say that very loosely because I did not have a brain for the 3D stuff, though it was like most of my classes, unfortunately. I've not been to school since I was 14 years old, and that was a long time ago. Okay. $14 years old? No! You graduated so early? An old duck. I am 34 and a half. Ooh. Yeah, me in school didn't work out. Dyslexic, depression that was misdiagnosed, and bullying. I left and started working 2 weeks later. Wow. I was always a terrible student. I always think, man, if I went to school today, I'd be in way better shape to get an education. But I think that, but then I'm sure if you got me into a classroom, I'd be pleasantly disappointed in myself again. Part of me thinks I might have some like a little bit of not OCD, what's the other thing? ADD. I don't know about that though. That's just me wondering if something's wrong with me. Idly. Worked till I was 31, got pushed beyond my limits and was still being bullied and had family stuff and other gunk going on. I like the word gunk, the use of gunk. Had a massive breakdown and lost the last 13 years of my life to pills, side effects, physical pain and stuff. Oh no. Doctors are useless and didn't help, just made things worse. But it is what it is. I do what I can now just to get it on in life. Dang. Man, you're in a... Are you doing better now as far as pills and stuff go? I always, okay, I was on pills for mental health for 4 years. They didn't help at all. It was 4 years of nonstop side effects. Oh. Because I always pray for addicts of anything. But anyway, they kept increasing my dosage to limits they needed government permission to prescribe. They just caused more issues and created new issues. Yeah. I was ready to end my life and told my doctor, fix it or I'm ending it. Oh, man. Yeah, good riddance to that. Do you, I wonder, do you do anything to kind of quell the depression outside of pills then? Or do you still wrestle with, I mean, I would suspect you probably do still wrestle with depression. Off medication, but I struggle with a lot of things. I've been to shrinks and psychs and non-help. They don't understand me at all. Well, I'm glad to hear you're trying to make it work, especially without medication. That sounds really hard, and I can't even relate to that. But I admire you. That it sounds like you are that you're fighting to stay positive, and in spite of it, I like. I you seem like you've got a good personality. Like I do as much nice stuff for others as I can, even though I sit here miserable. I try to act happy and stuff. There are people out there with worse things going on in life than me. I'm lucky, so I try not to dwell on it. And yeah, I always try and rationalize that with myself. Like I certainly don't have severe depression, and I wouldn't even say I have depression, but at all. But I recognize like depressed way. In fact, like the past couple weeks, I was feeling a little like not interested in doing this comic so much, and I was just like lying in bed all day, and like it's kind of like I was going through like a little mini depression, probably because of the season. You know what I mean? The weather. And I always try to, when stuff like that's going on, I'm always trying to, you know, trick myself into being active and being happy and finding ways to like get myself out of bed and get going again and get back into the swing of things. And as someone who is largely not like that, that can be hard. And I can't imagine how tough that is for you. So I admire you, spreading joy and love and stuff around you. And I think that's very important. I think gratitude is very important. I've always found that to be very helpful in times when I wasn't feeling very good. Let me see. It's called Issues 2. So day-to-day life sucks pain-wise, but I keep pushing forward. It means things I love to do, like cooking, is limited, even drawing when my hands don't want to work. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I always say that, man, if I don't know, I am very grateful to like be able to draw and use my hands and let's see. I used to stream my clay work. Ooh, cool. I used to like doing clay. In middle school and high school, I did a bit more of sculpture stuff, which I really liked, but I didn't keep up with it. I used to stream my clay work, but I stopped streaming last year after a lot of toxic people from Twitch made me feel I shouldn't be around. Triggered a mini breakdown and anxiety. I've not been back. Only just recently came back to view people, and I'm branching out to others that aren't linked to any of these lot. That lot. Polymer clay. Is that like I'm not too familiar with the different types. Is that like what do you call it? Like the Sculpey kind of stuff? I don't know. Oh, cool. I've never messed with that stuff, but I think I would love to or I might have once. I made a model somewhere of one of my characters. Where did that get to? I have no idea. Which was amazing, and then one day his head popped off after years of having him. But he's in two pretty solid pieces. There's probably some way to get it on there pretty tightly again. I guess I could just super glue it or something. I don't know. But that's cool. The last thing I did was a Baby Yoda, but my way. He's nothing but a nappy with a sad face and arms lifted like he wants to be picked up. I also made two playmates I can move him between. Okay. That's cool. One is a patchwork quilt with toys, including block spelling Jedi mini saber. One is a patchwork quilt with toys, including block spelling Jedi mini saber, frog, and bottle. What did I? Oh, playmats. Gotcha. Okay. Oops. Brand new keyboard. I'm not used to typing on it yet. And his other mat is with a sandcastle and bucket. I always thought it would be cool to make like a clay puppet and teach myself stop motion animation. I've never done stop motion. I've done like when I was a little kid, I made paper cutout characters, and I did like really broad, like barely animated fake stop motion stuff that was not very entertaining or graceful. But I've always thought it would be cool to do something in stop motion, to learn a little bit of stop motion. I made a marionette puppet, but I don't know how to do the strings. I did it of Ross Noble, my favorite comedian. I don't know Ross Noble. I'd like to go to his show one day and take that with me, just sit in the front row with it on my lap and see what he says. Oh, cool. Sorry, I was thinking there was a spelling error here, but it was just the guy's name. I just didn't recognize his name. So I didn't realize. So you made a marionette of the guy. That's really cool. There's so many fascinating people on Twitch that I meet. And I feel like the people on Twitch are the ones that talk on the show. Like the other guy, Bucky, he's on YouTube, but that was talking to me on this show today. But usually it's all these Twitch people are the ones that come in the chat. Ross Noble, he has a show on YouTube. He's cray, but makes me laugh. Those two characters in your drawing, I could make easy. I like that. Like marionettes of them? That'd be clay figures, 3D. That would be cool. So I think if I made them, I would have the same problem that I had with the other one, where eventually the head would come off because they're so top heavy. Marionettes, or however you spell that word. I know how to do the joints and stuff, but I don't know how to make them work with the handle things. Oh, yeah. I'll be changing the one I made and just make him posable. Okay. Yeah, the marionettes are interesting, but I like. I was always fascinated with like ventriloquism and stuff like that, but I don't know that I'd ever be able to pull it off or really want to do it that much. make these lines a little bolder. Let's see. Yeah, you kind of sound like a jack of all trades. Like you seem like you try to dabble in everything, which I love. I always say that, like, I'm always wanting to do, like, everything I like. I want to try and make my own. Like, there's always this, like, I'm not a musician, but I always want to make an album, which I think I'm going to try and do with my brothers after I finish this book. And same with this book. This is my first graphic novel. I'm trying to make that happen. I made on YouTube. I made a 16-minute cartoon of this character Bonehead. So, what kind of album? I imagine it's probably going to be kind of like They Might Be Giants type music. I did a let me see if I can get the link. So on my YouTube channel, I recently posted a 16-minute cartoon version. It's a different story than is in this book. But I let's see, it was, I think 2018, 2019, I was making a cartoon of it. And then once I finished that, I started making this book because I felt like I'd be able to tell a bigger, more complete story in a book in less time than it would make me to make like an episode 2 of the cartoon. Let me see if I can find it here. How do I get to my dang channel? Your channel. There we go. Videos. Somewhere. It is right here. Copy. Paste. Yep. So that's the link to my Bonehead cartoon. And it was like, thank you. It was like I was worried about the sound not being totally polished. The sound as it is even took me forever. And then what else? I wanted to still add some additional animated scenes to the credits sequence. And maybe someday I'll get to that and add it in and repost it. But in the meantime, I figured it was time to do it. Or time to post it. So I spent about a year and a half. I wrote it, storyboarded it, animated it. I do most of the voices. My brother Liam, who comes on here to talk with me every so often, he He does the voice of the main character, Bonehead. The rooster sounds like me every day when the bird screeches and wakes me up. I that was kind of inspired by like Ren and Stimpy a little bit. Like a lot of that cartoon is inspired by like 90s Nicktoons, like Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy, and kind of SpongeBob is in there a lot. But it was also kind of inspired by, there's a while where I was doing overnight shifts and what was it? The room I was sleeping in, my parents' dog upstairs at the time would like bark to be let out, and then they would let him out and then forget they let him out, and he would scratch at the door, and this was right above my bedroom, like directly above my bedroom, so I would hear it so clear, like clear as day. And he'd be scratching at the door waiting for someone to let him in, and barking and barking and yipping, and then no one else would, like everyone would ignore him, and I'm like, come on, I was up all night, and now this is like 8 to 10 in the morning, and I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed and let him in. Like, why can't, like, they just let him out? So then I'd like march upstairs finally and let him in, slam the door shut, and go back to bed to try and get some sleep. Sleep with earplugs in. They use in the mines to drown out the snoring, but the screeching of the bird and noisy neighbors I still hear. Oh, really? My mom is a really she sleeps with earplugs in, and she's so easily, I don't know, disturbed in the night. So she gets, like, my dad doesn't even sleep in the bed with her anymore because he snores so loudly. And my mom's a nut though. She's kind of kooky. Cat is in and out all night. Sometimes I pass out and don't hear her scratch, but mostly I'm up to her a lot. Pain has me awake every half hour or so. Dang. Oh, absolutely. I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, she snores really bad. Yeah, I always wonder if I snore. I don't know that I do. I don't think I do yet. I've never heard anyone say that I snore. I think I asked my roommates one time, because my one roommate snores really loudly. But I think they've told me that I don't really snore. I have sinus issues, but only if I sleep on my back. Interesting. Sometimes sleeping on my back is the only way I can be comfortable, And sometimes not even then. I was telling somebody recently, like, I always feel like lately I can never get comfortable when I go to sleep. And I was telling somebody recently, like, I always feel like I'm lying on top of a Ryan-shaped skeleton. No matter which way I move, I just feel so weird. Like everything aches. My arms ache, or my back aches, or my legs feel uncomfortable or something. And you have to have shoulder surgery. That probably is it, actually. And actually, last night, I slept on the floor, and I was way more comfortable there than I've been in my bed for a long time. So I think that's exactly the problem. Because I was trying to like watch something from my computer while I was lying down, and I just grabbed a pillow and laid on the floor because I couldn't quite get a good look from where I was on the bed. Might need a futon, like a traditional one. Yeah, I need something different. I've put off getting a new mattress for the longest time because why? I don't know why. No good reason, I suppose. But I think it's time. That's a good call. I'm always drawn off screen. So let's see. Are these guys? I really want them. I want this artwork to stand out from the background. I love my mattress, but I can't rotate it like you meant to, so I just switched sides. But I didn't last year, so now there's a hip butt shaped dent on one side. Like when you flip it. I never do that. I should probably do that, right? I wonder if that would even help. Is that why you do that? To kind of like get the settled side underneath you? This isn't a flip mattress. You're meant to rotate it. Oh, okay. Like 90 degree, not 90, like I guess 180. Okay. I have a queen bed. It just fits in half my room. It's heavy to lift to turn for me. The flipping is to help with the indenting and springs and stuff. Yeah, okay. See, I have a tiny bed, but it's because of the tiny room I'm in. I don't want to get a huge bed and just have no space to myself. Having a prop an arm here, leg there, under hip here, back there. Help with pain. You've got a whole it's like a jerry rig hospital bed. Porch with issues. Ooh. That's my ship is sailing on that fast too. So are you much older than me at 34? I wonder. You don't have to tell me your age, I guess. I'm just curious. 44 in May. Oh, okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to do one more of these. And everything. Oh, nice. I feel like it's a little silly to get hung up on the numerical age you are. But my bestie and I the same age. I'm 9 days older, but he's in the UK. We're hoping to meet up this year, but COVID stopped that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was supposed to go on a trip with my roommates. And then I was supposed to go... I think my family was planning a trip somewhere, too. Because we had gone somewhere cool every year for the 3 or 4 years prior. And yeah, those both got shot dead. Oh, you're in Australia. The state, and we've managed to keep it at bay for 2 years. That's right. I just heard that. It finally made its way into our state this year. Oh, no. I just meant the trips that we planned. Sorry. Yeah, I just got, I assume it's that, what do you call it? That Omicron variant. At the beginning of January. And I had symptoms for maybe 3 days, and they were so mild. It was like I barely was sick at all. Let's see. The other side's been almost in permanent lockdown because they're idiots keep spreading it. Yeah. And I was at my parents' house, and I was just like locked in an office for 5 days straight, sleeping on a wood floor or a chair, like an office chair. It was like it was just my youngest brother and my youngest sister there looking after me. And that was it was only a nightmare just out of the discomfort of being trapped in that particular room, because that was the room I was drawing in that room while I was there. And then I found out that I was sick, and yeah, it was just an aggravating situation, and I was just miserable the whole time. But I my only symptoms were I had a mild runny nose, mild cough, and that was it for 3 days. It was like by the time I went through the drive-through and got a test, like a second COVID test done for work, it's like as I was in the drive-through doing it, I was like, I don't even feel my symptoms anymore. And it was like I think it was the second day I was quarantining myself. And I don't know. I was like, this test isn't even going to show anything. And it did say I was sick, but anyway, I admit I'm worried about getting it because my lungs are screwed and I'm prone to pneumonia. Oh yeah, yeah, be safe. That's what she got to worry about. My roommate's parents have had it twice now, and they're like overweight and stuff, and like I was always worried about them, but they came out of it twice fine, fortunately. But yeah, be careful. I get everything I need if I get it: vitamins, electrolytes, anti-bac wipes. Good. Yeah, be prepared. So it's just getting to where you are for the first time. Is that what you're saying? Like it's the first time you've seen it in your area? Let me see. I think I'm gonna have pills for my lungs. Steroid pills for your lungs. Well, that sounds like you're in good shape. In full-on cases prior to this, there's been random people come through, but nothing spread. Where they brought people through off ships and sent them off straight away. Oh wow. Eyes with 3 vac needles out of the whole country. There's been positive people pass through my town, but no known cases in my town yet. Okay. Yeah. I it I remember it being kind of freaky when it kind of started coming to town. But that was, 2 years ago for me. And it was just like watching it slowly wave in. And but I work in a pharmacy, a drugstore. So we would see so many sick people passing through, like at the start of it, and it was just so like I just felt so bad for the pharmacists and the pharmacy techs who are like dealing with the most sick people like face to face all day. And at the start of it, we couldn't get gloves, we couldn't get masks, we couldn't get any of the stuff we needed. And it was just kind of like a little I don't know, it was just like participating in our own demise is what it felt like, almost just being there, going to work. But you know, I haven't known anyone personally who got badly sick, especially anyone that I work with. I don't know anybody who, I certainly don't know anybody who's died from it personally, or got really badly sick, like debilitatingly sick. My aunt got it pretty bad, and my roommate's parents got it pretty bad, but they both bounced back pretty well. Stocked up on all that. Oh, you were saying your sister works in a pharmacy, so you got it all stocked up. And then people who won't mask up or use hand sanitizer or isolate, it drives me crazy. They're the ones who spread it and sook about getting it. Don't try to prevent it. I know people who've had it in the past, or had it and passed it. Oh yeah. One friend just got it last week over East, but she went to a club, kissed some random guy. Was like, "Oh, I got COVID." I'm like, "You did what?" Yeah. It's a thing, like, I was getting kind of freaked out by government mask mandates and stuff like that, but I always wear them, you know. In fact, they just were saying at my church, like, I got an email saying that it's not required as of this week anymore. I was looking around the church. I was still wearing it, but I was looking around. I would say like 90% of the people weren't wearing them this week. But I feel like it's been pretty good in my parts lately. Oh, wait. One friend. My dad went to Perth last week for a party just before mandatory masks, and he got back. Mom's making him sleep in his camper van at the workshop because he won't wear a mask. He thinks he's immune because he had the needles and was tested last year before an operation and was negative. The meanies won't get it. And, you know, my mom, she's a huge conspiracy person, where my mom doesn't, kind of like you, like, I get it. Like, she doesn't trust doctors. She's afraid to go to the doctor. She's afraid of, like, the vaccines and stuff. So she doesn't want to get it. And, but she, mostly because she's so anti-doctor and anti, like, she's always self-diagnosing and, like, figuring out what she needs to, like, what vitamins she should be taking and stuff like that. And but because she's so, like, afraid of, like, any official person telling her what to do, she's the one I'm worried about the most, you know. Let's see. So is this little dude next to Bonehead me? Yeah, that's me. No, oh, what did I call it? The whereabouts of Brian O'Connor? No, I just tend to give my stream titles just random names, whatever pops into my head. But this is a little alien guy that we don't know who he is exactly yet in the context of the comic, but his name is Billy TV. He's an alien from a planet called Montana, like the state, for some reason. like the United States, Montana. Muted headset. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, I was just saying that I just give my streams random titles, whatever pops into my head. So I called it The Whereabouts of Ryan O'Connor. But no, it's totally unrelated to anything. And that title is actually probably me just making fun of myself for I've been streaming so infrequently this month. But yeah, so we don't know who this character is in the context of this comic yet, but I can tell you his name is Billy TV, and he's from Planet Montana. Yeah, that's all I really said. It's the name of my friend who kissed the red. No way. Really? That's so funny. I always use Montana as like the reason is because it's a butt joke. Because do I usually stream the same time when I do stream? No, it's kind of all over the place. Just whenever I can squeeze it in, really. So I'll usually do a morning stream or an evening stream, and my schedule's so unpredictable half the time that I can never definitively say like I'll be. I mean, it's not so unpredictable that I don't know the day before or the few days before, but yeah. We call her Monty for short. So I was saying in another comic that I had started, but I only got about 50 pages into it. It's probably going to be the next comic I do if I do another one after I finish this one. The main characters, they were moving in from Montana, and it was just so I made it from Montana because the dad had the word Butte on his shirt, Butte, and because that was my attempt at an immature butt joke. And then this alien also has the word Butte on his shirt. So I when I was making up the character, I decided he was from Planet Montana. But I made a reason for, since he's not from U.S. Montana, he's from Planet Montana. I wrote a reason for why he would have a Butte shirt on in this book. I'm usually on Twitch late night when I can't sleep, or I've slept early in the afternoon and I'm up early. I'll bounce around looking for somewhere to hang. Okay. Yeah, I used to do a lot more late night ones, I feel like. Or I guess not too late, but like evening ones. But then like now it seems like I'm going to be doing a lot more early ones, which also might be contributing to why I haven't been streaming as much lately, because now I'm getting used to waking up early again. So I wanted to do, let me get a pencil out. Maybe I'll do something like this. enjoy watching traditional artwork over the digital stuff. Yeah, I kind of got. I was watching this guy Ink. I didn't used to watch streaming stuff at all, but I started watching this guy ink digitally ink a graphic novel, and then after he finished that one, he started a YouTube channel where he was like doing ink and brush. This like in fact the same brush, these Winsor Newton. He was inking. I watched him ink 3 graphic novels over the next few years with ink and brush, and it really got me interested in trying it. So I got myself. I started learning how to ink with a brush, which I'd never done before, and that's how I ended up doing this. I guess most people sit there doing nothing on screen while they chat. Yeah, we so me and my brothers, we also started doing a show on YouTube. I put the link earlier in the description. It's called Nom Just, which we're still kind of figuring it out, though we just did our favorite show that we've done so far that we're editing right now. But we got together and we're watching some of the episodes recently, and just to see how we felt we were doing, and then it ended and it just went on to the next thing, and it was just this guy and girl, and all they were really doing was just drinking beer and I guess talking about movies, and just sitting there and talking to the chat, and it didn't seem all that entertaining. I've been enjoying the tablet for drawing, even though it's weird, but easier for me these days because I can use it while I recline in a comfy position and don't have to sit at the desk. Oh, yeah. See, whenever because I got myself a big one years ago, probably 10, 12, 13 years ago. Man, life just keeps moving, doesn't it? But I got myself like a huge one. And whenever I use it, I'm still sitting at the art table. I should get myself like a nice portable. But also, it's not like one of the ones with the screen. So I guess I should get myself like one like you've got. Oh, thank you. I paused the video until my friend goes, he was away, which is why I came to Twitch, but came back. So we're playing balloons. He's going again soon, so I'll get to watch the video. Okay. Mine's a Wacom with the screen I draw on. Yeah, that's what I should probably invest in one of those. I must buy the arm for it so I can lift it up more because the pillow moves too much. What's Bloons TD6? I thought you were talking about like blowing up balloons or something. Making balloon animals. Trying to spend some time together because he's going to be doing a 6-week course as of tomorrow, and we won't have as much time together. Well, we are blowing up balloons with monkeys. So it's a video game? Oh, okay. I feel like it sounds familiar. Like I've heard balloons before, but I wasn't sure. Okay. Tower defense. Never played the other versions, just this one. It's addictive. I could check that out. I'm so bad at every game I ever played. Is that you said on your phone, right? Yeah. Or in Steam. Co-op or up to 4 players. Dang it, I keep covering up the newest comment. I used to be a gamer, then I stopped for a long time. Only got back into gaming 8 years ago when I met my friend. Oh, you used to stream games too? I have a friend here on Twitch who she does. I don't think she's doing any streams right now because she just got a new job. I think I just saw her say, but she was doing game streams twice a week or maybe once a week, and art streams. She was kind of alternating throughout the week. I think she's kind of the reason I started adding the Twitch stream because I originally just did it to YouTube. But man, I can't play anything except Crash Bandicoot, which you might that might be popular down there in the old Down Under. Twitch is good for company. Twitch has been so engaging. Like YouTube, I've gotten followers, but nobody talks to you on YouTube. Most of my fans that go in the chat are all Twitch people. I know the game, but I never played it. But have watched Aussie streamer friends play it. There's this one guy, I believe is an Australian guy, that my brother really likes, named, what does he go by? Square-Eyed Jack. That he's a big Crash Bandicoot guy. My brother is really obsessed with Crash Bandicoot. And I think he's a streamer that my brother really likes. Don't know that guy? Okay. I don't know much about him, other than he seems to mostly talk about Crash Bandicoot. But yeah, that's about the only game I really enjoy playing. Other than that, I like Donkey Kong, like Mario games. The new, what is it? My roommate just got the new Switch Mario game. I think Mario Deluxe U something. And it's like a modern day version of the old games. That I like. I like that a lot, even though I'm still bad at it. I was pondering starting streaming again when Son of the Forest comes out, but I don't know. I don't want those other people coming and causing issues. They're just being jerks in the chat. or something. I wonder. I've been lucky so far. I've only had like really cool people interact with me. Or if I clay again in the winter. I don't do clay work in the summer because the oven I use is too hot. Is that just like your regular household oven? Or do you use like a special oven to bake them? I just don't want them being in my stream at all. Just seeing their nasty names gives me anxiety. Oh no, wow, I threw nasty in there. Just seeing their names gives me anxiety. I think I was reading ahead to anxiety, and it kind of like threw me off or something. Oh, like just seeing their names gives me anxiety. I use an air oven, like an air fryer, but it's a convection oven. Oh, okay. But it's better to use it in the winter. Oh, and that's funny because it's winter here right now, but it's summer for you, right? Little glass one that I sit on the floor, but it's set to 130°C, so that in the middle of the summer it's too hot. Yeah. Yeah, we're in midsummer. 45 plus days. Here, 45 sounds cold. No, I mean, it is kind of cold at 45. I forget what the conversion rate is, but I got you. I think it's like 32, roughly 32 degrees. So you're talking about like, what, maybe like upper 70s. I'm sorry, my air con is on nonstop all year. 113 Fahrenheit. Holy smokes! That's too hot for my liking. It's nonstop all year in winter. I can't handle the heat at all. A joyful issue I got from the pills that never went away. Oh, that's probably about it. I guess that's probably not too. That is high. That is high for us. Certainly too high for me. I went to Mexico with my family a few years ago, where, like, with my brothers and sisters, my mom and dad, and one of the days I fell asleep in the sun, and it's like the last day of the trip, my forehead blew up like a balloon, and I looked like a monster, and that had never happened to me before, but I think it was like 2 years later, I went to a Cubs game, a baseball game, and just sitting in the sun for the duration of the baseball game, the same thing happened. Like the next day, my face got all swollen up. My forehead and my face got all swollen up, and then it, like, by the end of the day, it would kind of like go down and be almost back to normal, And then I'd wake up the next morning and it would be worse than it was the day before. And it was going on like that for a week. And I don't know, it was like, it was so mortifying. But now I guess I got to be real careful in the sun. Wouldn't want, I never used to have any problems like that before. Wouldn't want to fall asleep in the sun here. You'd end up redder than a lobster. Yeah. Yeah, we were at this like resort with like, there's a pool and you could get free drinks, and it was like all expenses paid, right? And then if you just go beyond the pool, you're at the beach. And then it was like the fanciest place I ever stayed at. And then but yeah, free drinks and sunny beach. That's a recipe for disaster. That's why I fell asleep on the beach. Just drinking free beers. Oh hey, what love? You're on YouTube today. How you doing? I'm talking to a new Twitch person from Australia. Talking about how my face blows up in the sun now, I guess. It's only happened to me twice, but yeah, the sun makes my forehead expand 4 times its size. I'm doing good though. Yeah. What love is in Canada? How long have I been on? 2 hours? What time is it? It's 1:14. Oh, you got a friend up there? Wouldn't it be weird if it was what love? There you are. I was going to say I didn't even recognize this picture, though I've probably seen it when you've been on from YouTube before. Does she go by the name Barbie? I don't know. Are you Barbie what love? So you've named 2 of your friends Crimson, Monty and Barbie, and those both sound like very, I mean, particularly Monty for a woman. Those both sound like very Australian names to me. So she posted in here. So no, she's not Barbie. Oh, okay. Both used to stream, though. Barbie is Miss Barbie with number. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Monty sounds like a Five Nights at Freddy's character. Barbie's in Canada and has some Latino in her, I think. She told me once, but old fart brain, I forget. Oops. I always leave the cursor covering up the most recent comment, so if I don't click on it, I can't see it. It's just whited out. Let's see. Okay. So, let's see. What else? I was talking earlier about how my brothers and I recorded yesterday morning a little YouTube podcast show called Nom Just that we've been doing, but it's I feel like it's been pretty clunky up until yesterday, where we were just like laughing the entire time, or it just seemed like the best show we've done together, where we were just reading news headlines and stuff on Twitter and watching videos and making fun of stuff. we talk about shark butts, this girl who wants her boyfriend to play with her like she's a dog. Like when she gets home from work, she wants to put on a collar and drink out of a bowl, and he will balance a bone on her nose, and she begs for treats and stuff. It's weird. Oops. Yeah, kinky. Dude. There's one part of the video where they're driving somewhere and she's got her head out the window with her tongue hanging out. But yeah. So like all we do on that channel is just look into like trending topics, I guess, like things that we find on Twitter and just make fun of it, I guess. And sometimes it's me, sometimes it's, I don't know. It's like a rotating roster of me and my brothers so far. My three brothers. People sure are weird and have some seriously bizarre kinks. Yeah. It was saying something like there's I think whatever it was filmed for, it said love don't judge or something like that. And we're like, but what if your love is like a heroin addict? What if your love is eating babies? Like, shouldn't you step in at some point and do something about to help them? Okay. Oh, I didn't get this. Why do you say love is also blind? Go. What time is that? It's 1:30 almost. I'm gonna try and wrap this up, I think. Well, I've still got another chunk of black I was gonna try and do. It's these heavy black areas that always take the longest, it seems like. Okay. And then I'm gonna do this. Let's see. And then oops, sticking my hand in the ink. Oh. I doubt I'll ever find a love before I cark it off. But if I do, they best not stop me from having a drink of blood here and there. What? I am vampiric after all, and I do like the taste of it. What? Don't have any ink get on your hands when you're working over freshly inked areas like you just were. Yeah, I get ink all over me. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you meant kick it, which I knew what you meant, but cark it. I've never heard that before. But that's, that's Australia for you. I'm a little weird. Or is that just you? I'm a good weird. Kick the bucket. Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. What's this vampire business? Are you a vampire? What? I like to be weird. Don't want to be normal. That would be boring. Wait, what was this? That maybe? I'm fine with it. I can make that work. I wish I was a vampire. Vampiric. I wish I was a vampire. Maybe someday, if you work really hard at it, with a little bit of luck and love, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see. It's kind of like a living vampire, but not like those who go mental with it and use it as an excuse to have random sex and bite people and go stupid in the outfits. So, what are the best vampires out there that in pop culture? Let me see. Is it more of a spiritual thing, I guess, but not because I'm spiritual too, and they're different. Okay. It's like a. I don't know how to put it either. Best vampire. Oh, I guess my mind was suddenly going to all these like vampire movies, like Blade or what do you call them, Twilight, or Interview with a Vampire, which I haven't seen any of the Twilight movies either, but I haven't seen Interview with a Vampire. But I don't know. Do you have vampiric influences? I guess that's what I'm saying. Oh, Anne Rice movies and books are the best. I had a girlfriend many years ago who was really into those Anne Rice books. I think I bought her some of them for Christmas one year. Twilight, blah. They don't sparkle. Arr. Fake blood again. Blade's good, but still portrays vampires in a bad light. Probably, yeah. I used to love that movie. I haven't seen it in, it has to be like 20 years now. No, how old am I? Yeah, maybe. Close to it anyway. Close to 20 years. But that's probably spot on, actually. Vampire Diaries did a good job of a lot of vampire traits in the originals. Shows the good and the bad sides. They should have stopped after the first Blade. I think there's 3 now. Yeah, I agree. The last one with Ryan Reynolds was horrid. Though I like Ryan Reynolds as an actor, that movie was bad. That one, I think that one came out probably like 2006 or 2007 or something like that. I think I remember watching that with my buddies, or maybe it was even after that. But I agree. The second one had werewolves. I remember that, or maybe I'm thinking of the third one. But I never was into the second and third one very much, as not nearly like I was the first one. I don't like how they show vampires ripping people's necks and wasting blood and having it drip all over them. It's like, wouldn't it be in their best interest to conserve that blood and save themselves a chase or two later? Usually elegant, sensual, and sophisticated. That's what I liked about an Interview with a Vampire. It shows them in a much better light. Yeah. Ooh. Cut into that circle a little bit. But I can fix that. This one's got like a bite taken out of it too, especially now. Oof. Getting sloppy. Where did I propose I was going to end this? Oh, okay. Over here. It's after 1:30. Oh, let's see. Trace a group of living vampires in New Orleans. There used to be a YouTube about them. Oh. Like, Twilight's a bit cringe from time to time. Like a documentary. It's still a good show. I only saw, I don't even remember this. I only saw the, what do you call it? Riff tracks where they kind of dub over the audio with like commentary, and they kind of make fun of movies. I saw riff tracks of the first Twilight. And that's as far as I've seen Twilight. But I don't even remember the making fun of it version. I watched Twilight, but I have major issues with a bunch of the actors and their bad acting and the twinkles. First time I seen that, I turned it off and got so mad. Let's see. I never heard of that Teresa group thing. Okay, I was thinking there were new comments. Oh, I think I just realized what the crimson in your name is about now. And let me see. Okay. I thought maybe there would be I knew there was like a woman's neck in that picture. I was just wondering if that had something to do with vampires, but I don't think it does. I can't find the documentary about the New Orleans ones, but they explain the types of vampires and how they feed. No, I just like the image. Are these people actually drinking blood? Crimson Veil is what my name is meant to be, but I shortened it to Crimson. Oh, okay. They're drinking blood? Is that bad for you? The saying ones drink blood. Only if you get someone with bad blood. That's wild. There are 4 types of living vampires. The stuff you learn streaming. Basically, you need to feed from a life force to survive or feel better, gain energy. Saying, short for sanguinary, means to drink blood. I've heard of that. Did you say you drink blood, Crimson? Five to 10 miles from blood donor or blood doll is all they take. Oh, milligrams from a blood donor or blood doll is all they take, and it's not a daily thing either. And there are rules from both sides for health factors. And if you've seen 50 Shades, they show the contract bit. It's much the same with blood drinking. Mills. Okay. Yeah, I read that wrong at first. Yes, I drink blood, but not as often as I'd like to due to my life situation. Wild. Man. Like other people's? That's so I don't know. It's like I have a million questions, but I don't even know what they are. Oh. Then you have a psychic feeder. They feed from natural energy. So they feed from nature, like storms, lightning, ocean, music, and from people. I've had other people's blood in the past, and also animal blood. That sounds kind of icky, no? And is this from like a person you're with at the time, usually? Don't judge me on it, but then curiosity kicks in and they ask me everything. Of course, if I bleed from a cut, I make the most out of it. friends for me, because I've not had a partner, I trust to tell them of that side of me in the past, and I've been single and celibate now for 15 years, so probably won't ever happen. You have tantric vamps who feed from sexual activities. And you have the hybrid who feeds from all three ways. We call those gluttons. And the feeding is the life energy. Then I am. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't mean to insult you. As I do these days come from the psychic side of nature. Is that the kind of stuff people were giving you a hard time about when you were streaming before? I wonder. A few of them teased me about it, but wasn't what ruined streaming for me. Oh, okay. Very two-faced. Gotcha. I was getting through some stuff and disappeared for a few weeks without telling them because they weren't told what I was doing. They deemed me ignoring them. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like it is hard to maintain. Like I've been doing this for I think about, what was I saying, it's like 7 or 8 months now, and it can be like exhausting to put on a show every day. It kind of saps your energy. It's like I kind of gained a new respect for the streamers that I follow, because I'd be like, hey, how come they didn't do a show today? How come they didn't do a show today? Like, I would never like bug them about it, but I'd be like, man, I was really hoping they would stream today and they didn't. Dang it. But now I kind of really get it. It's sometimes you really gotta like muster up the strength to turn on the camera, because then you gotta turn on you gotta like crank your personality up a little bit a lot of times. Not that I'm always great at doing that part, but I left the Discords, which apparently meant to them I no longer wanted to be their friend. I just got sick of seeing the lies and fake shit in there. I couldn't deal with the 100 notifications to clear every time I got online. Yeah, I follow a few Discords, and it's like the ones that are constantly like have like 20 different channels that you got to like clear out, or I'm new to Discord to begin with, and I'm kind of wishing I only followed the one or two that barely update, because I don't know. Streaming is hard work and exhausting. Yeah, definitely. Fun, but takes its toll. But yeah, they claim they supported me when they barely even stopped in my stream for 5 minutes, and said I didn't support them when I would sub and throw bits and gift subs around all the time, and spend hours in their streams. When I got through my issues and come back, they ignored me. The few people who spoke in such a manner. Like, well, I know I'm not wanted, so I unfollowed and unfriended and just walked away. But they're all still following me, and it gives me anxiety that I'll start streaming and they'll come in and comment. I know if I ban them off the bat, it'll cause more shit. I've had people I'm still friends with that I know tell me they bitch about me still from time to time. It's like life's dramatic enough for like before getting into like internet drama, I wish people could just be cool online. Had people bullying crap all through school, all through work, from friends, family, and past partners. I'm like, I don't need this now. Yeah. Already lost 15 years of my life because people pushed me past what I was mentally and physically able to deal with. Like when it's enough, finally enough. Or when is enough, finally enough. Try to explain to them. To one of them who made a snide remark in a stream full of people in a private DM, said I was dealing with this. Because I was like, she's like, whatever you do, you. That's messed up. Nice to when you're at. Yeah. The more that things don't go the way or what they want, they treat you like shit. They weren't real friends. I wish I never spent a single cent on their streams. Yeah, I used to watch a lot more art streams on YouTube. I mean, there's still a handful that I follow, but it was like so many of them were like getting so wrapped up in drama between one another. It's like, yikes, I came here for art, camaraderie, not this mess. And I mostly just like listen while I draw was what I was using streams for. And it was like it would always dissolve into like for a while it was always dissolving into arguments and just bitter disagreements all the time, and like this isn't as fun anymore. Everybody's at each other's throats all the time. I followed everyone. There's a lot of drama on Twitch, and I can't be bothered with that lot anymore. Yeah, I hear you. You know, especially if you're dealing with depression and stuff like that, it's like that's unhealthy to be, you know, getting all wrapped up in. Yeah, too old to bother with childish shit. And I bounce around, see what's being streamed, and I look for low viewer people, and I'm like, I'll check them out. If I like what I see, I'll comment. If they're nice, I'll stick around and add it. Stick around. If I stick around long enough, I'll fall. Gotcha. Well, I try to be nice to people. You're welcome here. And you don't gotta follow me or anything, but you can always come by. Oh, you did follow already? Oh, why, thank you. Oh, yeah, you said you followed on YouTube, too. That's right. Have you been in here before? Now I'm trying to remember if I've seen your name before. I want to see how this book turns out. Me too. I've got about 100 pages left. And then I gotta figure out how I'm scanning it all and color it all and letter it all. And I thought I was gonna originally I thought this was gonna be a year-long project. Now it's seeming like it's gonna be more. But that's okay. As long as I finish it. Oh, this is your first time. Okay. Because there was a while where it was like every time I streamed on Twitch, I was getting new viewers or new commenters in the chat. And yeah. Like I was saying, Twitch has been pretty engaging. Am I done with this yet? I feel like I might want to do a little more black area on here. But I also want to wrap up this stream soon. What time is it? It's almost, no, it's just after 2. I'm thinking that I'll finish. Well, I was hoping to finish by what, March? Wait, what? Not March. At the beginning of May, I think was my original plan. But I think it's going to be like the end of May. March, April, May. And that's if I stay consistent with the pages from here on out. Because January was a little, not terribly rocky for me, but February's been real rocky, where I miss days all the dang time. End of May, your birthday time. Oh yeah, you said that. Let's see. Okay. I still can't find. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The vampire documentary on YouTube. There is the unexplained real vampires in New Orleans season 1 history clip for like 4 minutes with one of the main vamps from the doc. If you want to watch that at some time, he's just saying it. Yeah, I'll check that out. Unexplained. The unexplained real vampires in New Orleans. Are there many people out by you, that are vampires? Balthazar is one of the ones from the group. It's not the doctor I seen. But it was so long ago, it might not be there anymore. Not in my area. Okay. Over east, there are people who pretend to be vampires, but not the kind I am. Yeah, they just drink Clamato. Like there's a thing in South Park where there's a bunch of vamp kids, and they all drink Clamato and smoke cigarettes. More Hollywood style, all dressed up, do stupid blood sexual acts and stuff just because they think what went on in True Blood is how vampires are. That's right, I forgot about True Blood. I haven't seen that either. But I haven't seen anything. Shows I'm more likely to watch, but more likely to watch than movies, but I used to be up on every show. Usually except for the ultra popular ones like Game of Thrones and True Blood is probably one I normally would never watch. Walking Dead I never watched. But like any sitcom, I used to just bombard my attention span with sitcoms all day long. What were you saying? I didn't watch True Blood, really. I've seen maybe 5 eps, and that was enough for me. If I can finish this by 2:30, I think I'll be happy. I just gotta go somewhere. Okay. Oh. Almost there. I might touch this one up when I start the next page tomorrow. But after I get all this black in, like this should probably continue through. But I didn't notice in time. So I'll probably fix that and do some other details that I'm looking at. I think I'm gonna try and do every time I make plans like this, though it doesn't seem to work out. But I think I want to try and do a morning stream tomorrow and then an evening stream. Just skimming over your YouTube vids, and I see where you're doing smaller artwork of this little guy. Yeah. At the beginning, I was just doing a bunch of streams where I would do like these note cards, and I was just getting practice inking because I'm still pretty new to the ink and brush, and I just wanted to get some practicing in before I did before I actually started doing pages. So there were a lot of those. Oh, but this piece seems bigger. Yeah, are they the same book or different? So these were just nothing, but just the same character. And then this book, all these pages are 11 by 17 art boards from Canson. So those other ones are just done on like they're like cardstock index cards that I got off Amazon. So those are just 3 by 5s. Okay. I think that's all I'm gonna do today. Ooh. Flying through space. So I will probably be doing a little more on that tomorrow before I start the next page, is what I'm thinking. Thank you. Thanks, Crimson. It's been good talking to you. And I learned a lot about vampires and there's like I didn't know nothing about that kind of culture. I especially never expected to be talking to a blood drinking vampire. And no, you are fine and you're welcome. Yeah, good talking to you. Oh, what's going on with my camera? It's the light. But I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'm hoping I'll do a morning one and an evening one tomorrow. But every time I plan that out loud, it doesn't happen for some reason. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not like I used to be, unable to be my true self where I live. Well, but it's been fun. Hope to catch more streams. I'll be here. And I'm trying to get on a more regular schedule. I think I was kind of just out of it because of the gloomy weather that we were having here. But I've been feeling better the past couple days, so I think I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, and Yeah. Anytime you want to chat here on Twitch, I'm game. Bye, everybody. Bye, What Love. Bye, Bucky. Bye, Crimson. And it was good to meet you, Crimson. We'll see you next time. Adios.